Imo Governor Uzodinma faces backlash over sponsorship of Inec officials on pilgrimage. They sponsor Inec officials on pilgrimage. You people already know what that means now. Rigging continua. Aluta continua for rigging. Governor Uzodinma of Imo State has come under intense scrutiny after reportedly sponsoring a pilgrimage to Jerusalem for the Resident Electoral Commission (REC) and 27 electoral officers of the Independent National Electoral Commission (Inec) in the state. You are sponsoring people to go to Jerusalem. Why? If you want to go to Jerusalem, you should keep the money for yourself to be able to afford to go to Jerusalem. You are sponsoring Inec officials for Jerusalem so that when they come back, they will do your bidding, Abi. So that when they come back, they will help you to rig election. You can imagine 27. Here. Oh, the governor's action has triggered widespread concern about the independence of Nigeria's electoral umpire and democratic processes. They are not independent. You see that that INEC, that I inside INEC, they need to go and remove it because INEC is not independent. So how reporters has exclusively reported that the pilgrimage was being facilitated with support from the Imo State government. The VEC, Professor Sylvia Ago, 3 heads of department and 27 electoral officers were scheduled to depart from Owerri to the Holy Land with formal send-off activities held at the government house chapel. Imagine going to Jerusalem. Imagine going on pilgrimage to Jerusalem, to where Jesus was buried, to his tomb, to showing you all those things about Christ. And then when you now come back, this same person that sent you people to go to Jerusalem will now tell you that this is the candidate I want to win election. Or probably, I don't know if he wants to go for second term, the Hope Uzodinma. He will now tell you that this is what you should do. That's waste of money now. Because if you go to Jerusalem and your life does not take a significant turn, like you did not really give your life to Christ, you now come back and you are still doing things that are not Christ-like, like rigging election. Why do you waste your time to go to Jerusalem? It's waste of money. It's waste of money. They are sponsoring you. It is something that you should save for. You use your personal money to go there because you have the conviction, not because just somebody says, I want to sponsor you, so that you can do his bid, because he's not doing it out of free will. He's not doing it because of God. He's obviously doing it because he wants something in return. There's nothing anybody can tell me. So if you go to Holy Land, you now come back. The person that now sent you, sponsored you, now said, oh yeah, come and do this for me. Will you say no? Are you going to say no? Don't waste your time now. It's waste of money. It is well. They even want to do send-off activities. They've even done it with formal send-off activities held at the government house chapel. The development has ignited controversy because INEC is legally mandated to operate independently of political influence. They are not independent again. Critics argue that the sitting governor paying for foreign travel for senior electoral officers could undermine public confidence in the neutrality of the electoral body before Ngo, particularly as Nigeria approaches the 2027 general election cycle. Kasmi Eweze, a public affairs commentator, in a reaction from Owerri, Imo State, called for sanctions for the INEC officials allegedly compromised by Governor Uzodinma. They said, by reportedly sending these officials to Jerusalem, just as the 2027 election cycles begin to loom, Uzodinma has abandoned even the pretense of subtlety. The gloves are off now. He is signaling to the world that he intends to buy the next election the same way he has bought every other political favors during his disastrous tenure as governor. This latest charade is the act of a man who wants to perpetuate himself as the godfather in Imo State. That's the next step now. That's a new thing. That's what is in vogue now. Wike trying to be the godfather of River State. Hope Uzodinma trying to be the godfather of Imo State. Yahya Bello trying to be the godfather of Kogi State. That's exactly what they are doing. He knows he cannot influence a free and fair contest and must instead rely on unethical alliances to have a chance to maintain his grip on power. Even more terrifying is how Uzodinma has weaponized insecurity while the state is on the brink of chaos. He permits the barbaric practices at the police tiger base Owerri to continue unchecked. He uses the fear of state-sponsored violence to suppress dissent. All the Inec officials involved in this gross-scale shit show should bow their head in shame. The officials have been compromised and need to go. It is time for Mr. President to call Uzodinma to order before he throws Imo State into a level of chaos from which he may never recover. Governor Uzodinma, who has held the Imo State governorship since 2020, rose to office under contentious circumstances following a 2019 Supreme Court judgment that overturned the original election result. The election that he did not win, it was somebody else that won the election. They gave the governorship thing to Uzodinma. His assumption earned him the label of the Supreme Court governor. In a political commentary circle, a reference to the judicial route by which he assumed power. Critics have also pointed to past elections in the state, particularly the State House of Assembly polls, where the ruling party reportedly won all 27 local government areas. Okay. Don Chris says the bandits in power. Yes, so plenty of them. Ernest Odua says compromising them in preparation for next year's Tinubu's election. You already know ball. You already know ball. Hello Dignity says the Supreme Court governor. Lawrence says the ant that destroys the cola not lives inside him. Victor Ejiofor says investment already made. He will reap the rewards when the election comes. Definitely. Combe says that's a sign of preparing them for 2027 elections. Okeze one says, how did he even become governor of Imo State? Rigging. The Senate should sign the electoral laws now. Manso says, preparation of rigging. You already know the deal. Kingsley Madu says, this is what happens when you have excess allocation. Benjamin said, I don't know if man being going to pilgrimage to pray. It's not a bad thing. We didn't say it's a bad thing. But the person sponsoring you to go, obviously, you know that he wants something in return. He won't just send you go because of God. Almost 30. Where did he even get the money? If you are going to Jerusalem, it should be a personal conviction, not because somebody wants to sponsor you. Okay, so let me just go. He probably just suggested it. I will sponsor you to Jerusalem. It's all of them that wants to go to Jerusalem. It's all of them that wants to actually go. Oh, it is well. He wants to pay them back for rigging, It is well. The rigging has started already. Now what do you think? Because even if they are not going to rig, what do you want us to think? Like, he's sending Inec officials to pilgrimage. Of course, it's because he wants them to rig for him. Shikena. Hey, listeners, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.